And that's the full passion of Christ.
Well,
Let us
one
continue
part
to listen
that is
Jerome
now,
and DeVar and
the time
Tony
between Good Friday
on
and
the
Easter
importance
Vigil is a
the
time
time
of peace and
that
reflection.
Jesus
You're
spent
supposed to still
on Holy
continue
Saturday,
to fast and
the place
reflect on what
they
death
call
is about. Because Jesus,
hell.
he went down to hell. So this is a time, this part right of the day is we're supposed to reflect on what our life's really about the meaning of living a resurrected life, and the sacrifice that Jesus made on the cross that was exemplified to us on the two earlier masses of Holy Thursday, Holy Friday, which they call Good Friday, and then into the Easter Vigil. This, as a Christian, is a spiritual time that we go through. It's like a metamorphosis. It's like with Mary and the apostles, when Jesus died and he was in the tomb, where they're waiting. They didn't know that us now we're waiting. We're waiting for the return of Christ. So I just wanted that small section. A lot of people leave out of the Triduum because if you go maybe to a monastery or somewhere, Carmelites, they have a lot more structure during their Holy Saturday because they're preparing themselves spiritually for the return of Jesus Christ in their life. So you got any final words?
Well, I just want to clarify something.
Go ahead.
You talked about today's the day that Jesus descended into hell. So there's a lot of confusion about that term.
Okay.
Like what hell? What is hell? What hell do you go into? So in Old English, the word hell had a different meaning than hell today. Today we say hell, we think hell of the damned. Right?
Hell of the damned.
Pitchfork, fire, all that. But the original meaning of the word hell didn't have that connotation. It was just the place of the dead. It was based in what we call Sheol or Gehenna. Well, Gehenna was the place of the damned in the Old Testament. But really, the place of the dead, like Hades, the Greeks called it Hades, the Jews or the Israelites called it Sheol. It was really the place of the dead. It was also called the bosom of Abraham, or the limbo of the fathers. All these words are synonymous. They're basically the place of the dead where all the Old Testament righteous people went, right? Because they were waiting for Jesus to open up the gates of heaven on Easter. So it's kind of like a holding pen. The word hell comes from the Old English word for a holding pen for animals.
Holding pen.
Yeah, it was a holding pen for animals, like the penalty box. They were all kind of in the penalty box. It wasn't necessarily a place of pain and suffering. It was just like a waiting room. Really is what it was. So when Jesus went there on Saturday to preach to the souls in hell, you could consider it purgatory in a sense. He was preaching to them to tell them that, hey, I'm going to open up the gates of heaven and take you all with me. Now, did he go to the hell of the damned to preach to the damned souls too? Possibly, we don't know. The church doesn't know. It's an open question for them. He could have went to hell to preach to the damned souls, but he certainly went to Sheol or the bosom of Abraham, limbo of the fathers, and preached to the people who were good, the Old Testament righteous. And he's telling them, hey, I'm coming here to take you up to heaven on Easter Sunday.
On Dante's book,
Dante's Inferno.
Inferno gives you a better understanding of the.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about? The different
levels
of
those are different levels of hell, but the highest level of hell is like limbo. You've got purgatory, you got the Sheol and the limbo of the fathers. Then you have the limbo of the infants, right? Which is the limbo we think of today. We all the unbaptized babies go, right? Which is considered the highest level of hell. Because in the old, theologically, what is hell? Hell is any place that lacks the beatific vision.
The beatific vision.
So in a broad theological sense, limbo, purgatory, they're also considered levels of hell because they lack the beatific vision. But we don't think, but they're not hell of the damned. It's not a place of pain and suffering.
So, in this part of our Triduum celebration, we are reflecting on our lives and the sins that we've committed, and Jesus is down there saving the world, right? I mean, how do we want to close this?
He's preaching to all the dead people, and he's telling them, hey, salvation history is being fulfilled. I've arrived. I'm going to open the gates of heaven tomorrow, and all the righteous are all going to come to me in heaven. They're going to come to me in paradise.
Oh, so when he exited the tomb.
Yeah, that's what he's doing now on Holy Saturday.
Jesus.
All right, well, hey, that was a great topic, man. Hey, any last words?
it's a beautiful day. We're gonna have a great time evangelizing, reminding people of Easter.
Hey, God bless you.